Okay, guys, this is take two. My microphone run out of battery. All right, like I've said, you didn't see it, but I'm gonna say it again. I've debated whether I was gonna do the video on this subject today or not, but I kind of feel like I need to, so I hope I don't offend anybody. Um, as you all know, we've had an horrific flood event here in South Central Texas. Horrendous loss of life, very tragic event. And it brings out the best in people that are down there supporting it and brings out the worst in people. And the graduates of Facebook Community College have been working overtime this week. Everybody today is either an expert on weather and meteorology or political science. That's as far as I'm going to get into that. Uh, I've seen one ham radio operator trying to get people to deploy who really didn't have any authority to be making that assumption. So, hey, ham radio cat, go jump up here on your own. Come up here, girl. Come on, hop up here. Say hi to everybody. Anyway, so as ham radio operators, what can we do to help educate our family and friends on emergency preparedness for weather events, especially weather? Uh, Flooding in a vehicle scares me worse than anything. Back in the 90s, when I went through the National Weather Service Skywarn schools, they showed us pictures and videos of flooding that you don't see on the normal news. It was very horrific. Cars getting washed away. And that was in an era when there were still old 70s cars on the road that were built like tanks, and they're getting washed away. And now these beer can plastic bobbers that we drive around today are going to float away quicker than anything. But stress to everybody: know where you're going is important enough to drive through flooded roadways. Period. All right. Alerts. I guarantee you, we've all got complacent on alerts with the advent of these little things right here, these cell phones. Back in the day, Radio Shack sold the best little weather alert radio I've ever seen. Little box, little wood grain box with a extendable telescoping antenna on it. You had a slide switch for what frequency you wanted to use. Turned it on, pushed the alert button, the red light lit up, you turned the volume up, and it sat there until the alert went out. And if you wanted to listen to the forecast, all you had to do was push a button and it would play it like breaking a squelch on the radio. They were excellent little radios. I looked at Amazon this week trying to find anything similar to that. I couldn't find anything that I thought was worth fooling with. Somebody else may disagree with me on that. I hadn't seen anything. So everybody relies on these things right here. And I'm as guilty as anybody of turning alerts off because I don't like to get woke up. Amber alerts, turned them off. I had weather alerts turned off. The only alert I had on my phone before this weather event was lightning. I got a lightning app that's set for 8 miles because in this shack, I can't see outside, see if it's lightning. So I got a lightning alert. Now, since that has happened, and I honestly, before I decided to do this video, I've added another weather alert app to my phone, and I've turned the weather app notifications on. All the notifications are on my phone now. If your friends and family are going to rely on these cell phones for alerts, make sure they got the notifications on, and make sure when they go to bed at night, they go into bed with a charged phone by their bed where they can hear it. Point them out weather radios. Point them out a Bell phone. You know, UV5R's got weather frequencies in it. Get them something and teach them what to listen for alerts and have a plan in place, especially if you live in a low-lying area or floods. I guarantee you those people down there have been getting flood alerts forever, and some people may have got complacent about it. We get them up here. We've had flash flood alerts this week. I'm not going to flood here where I live. Creeks may get up, but we get them all the time. And like I said, I've been complacent in the past after my kids got grown, got out of the house, hadn't really bothered me about weather. Now I'm going to get paying a little more attention to it. Get them a plan in place and make sure they understand how serious that can be, especially if you live in a low-lying, flood-prone area. Because that is not the way to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning in the dark with floodwaters rushing through your house and you're trying to find a way out and what you're supposed to do. So, also point out the virtues of ham radio, GMRS radio, whatever you can get them into that will get them aware of what's going on in the world around them. We all get complacent. We all don't want to be bothered by stuff or woke up in the middle of the night and things like that. But this is a classic example of why we need to have an alert system in place and take our own uh, safety, be in control of it. Don't depend on somebody else to come wake you up and tell you there's something going on. If you travel, if you're an RVer, all this same stuff applies. Have an alert system of some kind and make sure it's operational and have a plan in place. Yeah, it's sad. This whole flooding thing is a horrific event and it's very sad. And try not to get caught up in the social media BS that goes with stuff like this. Teach your family and friends how to look for alerts and things like that. Show them general coverage receivers, show them weather radios, show them your handy-talkie. Get them to listen to a Skywarn net. Anything to get them interested in the least amount of alert stuff you can get them into to help them down the road. That's the only thing I can think. I can't stress that enough. I know it's a rambling video, and I started not to do it, but I just kind of felt like it needed to be said. Guys, my buddy WD5HKV come up with a good idea for a video. I'm going to do a series of at least 3, maybe 4. I'm going to go to different members of the Hammerheads shacks, and we're going to do a good film of what equipment they are, how they operate, what kind of test equipment's on their bench, antennas they use, and so on and so forth. To give you new guys some ideas what to look for and what to expect out of this hobby and things you can do and things you kind of have to get in it and things that are nice to have. Probably will start them Wednesday week. I don't know if I'll get one started Saturday night or not, but I will get one started Wednesday week. Broken Circuit Ranch and Circle 6 Mail Drop links are in the description of the video. MRG Labs, Dan Majors, repair and have radio and app repair info at the beginning of the video. Main Trading Company, be sure and get on Richard's email list so you can be aware of any sales and coupon codes they got. Guys, we hit 1920. We're getting closer to that 2000. It's KB5 MIQ Big Boy 73.